Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Secrets of the Lost Tomb and the Pharaoh with the Blue Eyes, where we are now on turn 7. Dun, dun, dun. Right, what are we going to do? Well, first of all, I'm going to let you know, I did catch it in editing, but that chap, the sniper chap, he can't actually come up to the second level because he's a normal monster. Normal monsters need stairs or something to be able to go up levels. Now, if it was an elite monster or a boss monster, they're able to get up. But that guy, he can't even use the portal. It's not allowed. So that's great, he stays there. Well, I thought it was great when I first did it, but as you'll see, it means we've got very little for Heidi and actually Christopher to do. So we could have done with them actually going down there, killing him and getting the soul shards and coming back, but as it is, he's stuck down there, so we can't do that. Righto, so having gone through that, what is next? Well, it's the adventurer phase and Heidi, so let's get straight across to that. And here we are with Heidi, and she hasn't got a great deal she can do. We're going to spend an action, obviously, but really, what can she do? I don't even want a searching. The reason I don't want a searching is we would be searching on red, because that's where the triangular token is up to, and just have a look at red. Yeah, spawn 2, get a misadventure and spawn a monster, another misadventure, you get a treasure and spawn a monster, or if you're very lucky and roll a 6, you get an artifact. Now, I know I roll a lot of 6s, but I'm not gung-ho. I'm not going to search. I am not crazy. I'll give it a go if my back's against the wall, but no way am I searching. So, we haven't got much we can do, really. I'm not going to go down to the second level and search another room, because I think we've got enough monsters. And remember, we have got all the artifacts we need and everything, so all she's going to do is move. Now, she's going to move in here with James. Why is she going to do that? Well, it means that if we ever get to a situation where some monsters get in this room, our outnumber bonus is improved, because we've got Heidi, we've got James, and we've got Lawrence, and we've got obviously Barbarossa. So that's 4 sort of heroes in here. So it improves our actual outnumber bonus. Now, that's not really going to affect us on James's go, because he's going to use the Sagittarius bow. But as I say, these guys might actually come in here if we don't manage to kill them during the tomb phase. So let's get everybody together, and then hopefully we will be able to put a hurting on these guys and get some extra dice. Right, so that's all she's done. She's moved. So that is it for Heidi. Next up, it is James. And here we are with James. So he's going to spend an action, and obviously he's going to use his new bow, which we've seen before. It puts on 4 damage, and we are actually going to take a hit. The reason we're going to take a hit is because we're obviously going to attack the spawn creature. Now, we don't lose any courage or anything because we're using the Sagittarius bow, but it does have 5 attack. We only have 4, so we're going to lose 1. But because they are 4 actual health each, we will kill 1. As soon as we kill 1, that goes down to 4, and then we don't lose any more health. Or rather, Barbarossa doesn't lose any more health. So we're going to attack with the Sagittarius bow. We kill one of these guys. So let's get a die. So they were on 5. They are going down to 4. And we do take 1 damage that we're going to put on Barbarossa. So, bad news for him, he's only got 6 health left, if a ghost can have health. So, that is it. We've killed one of those. Brilliant stuff. that is it for James. As I said, we don't lose any courage or anything. It's just like a free, guaranteed, automatic hit. So we've hit one of those guys and killed it. Good stuff. Next up is Christopher. And here we are with Chris. What's Chris going to do? Well, pretty much all he can do, which is move. He's going to move in here as well. So we're going to end up like with 6. So we've got our 3 actual heroes and we have got their allies in here. So that should help us out. So let's line them up. There we go. So they're all in there and they are all facing off against these guys. So he's moved. That's his only action that he can do. We'll flip one of these over and knock all the rest over. And that is pretty much his go. So that is the first set of actions. Not a great deal's happened, but at least we've killed one of the terracotta army. Next up, it's Heidi again. And here we are with Heidi. What's Heidi going to do? Well, Heidi is actually going to trade the ruby scarab. So she's going to trade that to James, who's got the cowl, and he has also got the, what is it, rod? Yeah, the staff of Ra. So he is going to have all of those funky artefacts. So, good stuff for James. I think he's going to be our designated Azul'Ahamet killer. Okay, so she's done that. That's the end of her trade action. That is the end of her go. Next up, it is James. And here we are with James. We'll turn around his second action, which I forgot to do. I forgot to do that on Heidi, but I've done it now. So this is his second action as well that he's going to do now. And of course, he's just going to fire the Sagittarius bow again. That means he puts these down to 3. We do not have to lose any health because they no longer have enough attack to do that. So he's killed another of the terracotta army. So fantastic. That is it for James. Very quick these, because we're not having to do any rolls. We're getting the auto hit and everything, and the other guys aren't actually attacking. So that is it for James. Great stuff. Next up is Chris. And here we are with Chris. What's Chris going to do? Well, for his action, let's flick that over. Yes, he's going to use the old grenade. Let's use it. I did want to sort of keep it for Azul'Ahamet, but sod it. Let's just chuck it, baby, because we don't like all this mobbing in here. So let's have a look at it. It's a piece of equipment. It's a pineapple grenade. Action. Choose either your current room or an adjacent room, then roll a die and add 3 to the result. Deal that much damage to all the creatures in the targeted room, ignoring armour. Other adventurers in that targeted room, there aren't any, so let's not bother with that. So this gets lobbed in here, and we have to roll a die. So let's roll a red one. They've been doing pretty good for us. Come on, a real high number. Come on. A 4 will do. So we do 7 damage to each one of these in here. That kills another of the terracotta army. Puts it down to 2. With 1 health left. This is where my plan doesn't help. So that is the 1 health left. So there are actually 2 of them left, but the second one just has 1 health, not 4. Then the zombie walker must be dead. Yes, zombie walker goes. That's good. Does it say anything around not getting soul shards? It doesn't. So we get the soul shards, so that's 2. I'm going to have to calculate how many it was for there as well. So 2 soul shards. In fact, that makes it 5 for him. Go and make a brew while I sort it out. I'll be back shortly. So that's 5 for him. And he'll get, he's killed one of these as well, which is another 2. Which means I owe James 4. And lastly, all these skeletons. Oh, they're not a swarm, are they? Well, they had a health of 4, so it's killed these as well. So the pineapple has come in very good. The exploding pineapple. So good stuff, and he gets another 2 soul shards. So with any luck, we might be able to get some more funky goods. So he now has 9 soul shards. And he has used the grenade. So we'll get rid of that. Excellent. Right, I'll get rid of that die. So that was good from our friend Christopher. Well done, mate. James is owed 4 because he did kill 2 of those terracotta army. So he is up to 14 soul shards. Great. So I think it's a good idea to get rid of that grenade. Righto, so that's it for Chris. That's his go. And it's going, bloody hell, this is going to be the quickest turn ever, I hope. I hope we don't get a horrible tomb phase. Okay, so that's it for Chris. So it's our final set of actions. So back to Heidi. And here we are with Heidi, and there's really nothing she can do. She is not going to search. It's just absolutely not going to happen. But rather than have her do absolutely nothing, she's going to move. 1, 2. She's just going to go for a short perambulation and come back to where she was, just for the sake of her actually doing something. Not very exciting, I know, but as I say, the only real thing that she can do is to search, and while we're on red, we are not going to do that. So that is it for Heidi. Next up, it's good old James. And here we are with James. And surprise, surprise, yes, he's going to kill... He's going to use a Sagittarius bow. He's going to kill one of these guys. There's only one left. So I'll take away the die. But the one that's left is the one that has only got 1 health. Yeah. He's obviously going to kill the terracotta one that isn't injured, because he can do 4 damage. The one that had a single health left because of the grenade, that is the only one left. So that is great stuff. That is no longer a swarm. It's just 1. It's going to come forward, obviously, during the tomb phase, but it won't attack Heidi because she's got her special ability. Oh no, it doesn't work for... No! He's going to attack Heidi, probably. I should have had Heidi go in there. Oh, damn it! But, oh, what are we going to do? We might have to send Chris in. Yeah. Anyway, that was the end of his go. He gets another 2 soul shards, which puts him up to 16. So I'll put 3 of these back and get a 5. Ah, made a mistake there, made a mistake there. I should have had Heidi over here. Damn it! Right, anyway, it's Chris's go. And here we are back with Chris. Good news. I checked the monster targeting rules. It attacks the person with the most soul shards, which is James. Yay! So we're all right. Good old Heidi is okay. It's Chris now. What's Chris going to do? Well, Chris has got like 9 soul shards. And let's have a chat with the soul monger. He's also got like 3 guns. He could get rid of, say, the pistol for 5. So in essence, he's got 14. So let's have a look through. So there was the gatestone, there was the rope, the soul pentacle. Remove any creature in your room from play. Do not gain soul shards or courage. Yeah, the boss and scenario special creatures are immune. For example, we couldn't get rid of the gorilla because it's scenario special, I think. We could get rid of this guy. Obviously, we're going to get rid of it anyway, but as an example, we could get rid of that, but we couldn't get rid of the actual silverback gorilla because it is scenario special, because we've got the journey tile, I think. Crystal ball, rotate, look at the top 5. Well, we're not doing that. We're not looking at rune tiles anymore. Discard to gain 7 health. This is a free action, so he could afford heart soup if he sold the pistol. So let's put the pistol down there. I think we're going to chuck it in. Eldritch Rune. You may substitute Mythos. No. Wendegger's Ward. You are immune to all conditions. This includes positive and negative effects. When you take damage, always take +1 damage. Essence of Souls. Place this card in your room with 3 trap tokens. All monsters and elites move towards this room if able. Upkeep, remove 1 trap token. Oh, it's just to draw them to a room to say chuck a grenade in. Again, don't think we'll use that. Map of the tomb traps, we don't really need that, or the tomb rooms. Panacea. 14, we can afford this. Discard this card and target adventurer in your room may heal starting health or discard any 1 condition. Okay, have that. You can go back up to your starting health or get rid of a condition. That is possible. 16 Shadow Blade, but next turn, next round, next turn, not next round. There are enough soul shards for James to get this. He could get the Shadow Blade Revolver or the Rose of the Illuminis Templars or whatever it's called. But as it is, we get Panacea or Heart Soup. We'd have to get rid of the pistol anyway, so let's get Panacea. We'll get Panacea. It's better, and it's you can target somebody as well. So the person who benefits off this doesn't actually have to use an action to drink it themselves. So, for example, say Chris had this, he could target James. Say James took a bad hit, he could actually spend his action to aid James, I think. So he's going to buy Panacea, which will cost him all of his soul shards, plus that pistol, which gives him an extra 5. So we'll discard that. And he has got that. And that is the end of Chris's go. And I believe he was last to go. He was indeed. So let's turn the action over. That is the end of the adventurers phase. Let's get into the tomb phase. And here we are at the tomb phase. So the first thing we do is the first player, which is me, will pick a tomb card. So let's give him a shuffle as normal and hope we don't get as many monsters as we got last time. Let's do a cut. And we get, oh, another green. That's good. Courage is the triumph over fear. Tomb effect. Everybody gets +2 courage. Woo! Woo! What a time to get that right. So that means Heidi goes up to +4. At +4, that means she gets +1 knowledge, which is great for when she does her, what is it? When she tests her upkeep for the Necronomicon. So she's at +4. James is also at +4. So he gets +2 to story checks. And +5 for Christopher St. George, who gets +1 to all checks. That's really good. Mind you, that's probably because he starts with rubbish courage to begin with. So he's +1 to all checks. He's doing really well. So, brilliant. 2, we move creatures. Right, so let's move our friend the silverback gorilla. He's going to go 1, 2. He's going to trigger this trap, and he's going to take 10 damage. So we'll get rid of that trap. Get a D10. It's on 0, but we know. We know that stands for 10, don't we? So, and he's going to move through the trap, and he's actually going to get to the tomb entrance. So the silverback gorilla is in the tomb entrance, and he's none too happy because he has stepped into some horrible trap and lost 10 health. But we're crying, aren't we? Right, so he's moved there. He's done his movement. I think he's got a movement of 3. Yes, so he can't get close enough to attack. These guys, however, can. So they come in here. When I say these guys, that's in the loosest possible sense, because he's only 1, and he's only got 1 health. So he is going to attack. He's going to attack the person with the most soul shards, which is James. So we're not particularly bothered about that. I can get rid of this now. Well, for the time being, because we'll bring James back. Yeah, we'll still have to roll during upkeep to see if we get another monster appearing out there. So here's James anyway. So he's being attacked because of all those lovely soul shards that he's got. Righto. So we initiate combat. After creatures have moved, each creature in the same room as an adventurer initiates combat with one adventurer. Multiple adventurers, it's the one with the most soul shards. And it's exactly the same sort of combat. Because it's exactly the same sort of combat, I do believe we can just shoot it. So let's just check the Sagittarius bow. Deal a target creature in your room or adjacent room 4 damage, ignoring armour. For creatures, yes, so he's just going to use this. So he's not going to lose any courage because he's using the Sagittarius bow. It's actually attacking him because he's got the most soul shards. And that means as it comes into the room, he's just blowing it away, man. So that's another 2 soul shards because he's got rid of this guy. So I'm very impressed with that bow. It is absolutely excellent. So another 2 soul shards brings us up to 18, I think. So he should be able to get some pretty good stuff. Righto. So he's killed that. That is the end of all the fighting. Right, as that's the end of it, let's get this out of the way first. So we'll get James out of the way. He's fine now. And we can bring this back. I'll put that 4 on it because we'd like a 4 again to stop spawning something on here. So we've done the movement, and the combat, so now it's spawning creatures. We've got 2 more creatures, but at least one's going on level 3. It's a normal creature, so we're not bothered. He says, dropping them all everywhere. Right, let's get them the right way up. So, quick shuffle. A creature that's going on level 3 will be an enchanted Moai man. So we haven't seen one of these before, I don't think. So it's a golem. It's not the head you have to worry about. Very good. Movement 1. It can't get up anyway from the 3rd level. We'd take 2 courage. It's got 3 attack, 2 armour, 3 health. You can evade it pretty easily, and it's got 2 soul shards, but there's no way it's coming up off the 3rd level. So we'll pop it in the spawn room on the 3rd level. And he's pretty much stuck down there, so that's fine. Let's get our final monster, which will be going on the top level here, so unfortunately. So what do we get? A follower of Anubis. So what are these guys? Undead. To know his face is to know death. So 3 movement. Oh, you lose 3 courage. So we're going to have to use the old Sagittarius bow on him. So good news is it's only 3 attacks, so we won't lose any health. He's got absolutely no armour anyway. Oh, 4 health. What a pity. You're going down, chum. And it's 1 to evade, and we'll get 2 soul shards. But this guy... So there you go. Well, he's going to stand up, but he's not going to be standing up for long. We're going to take care of that joker. Right. Put that there. So we've spawned our creatures. And now we've got the upkeep phase. We didn't use our firearms again, so we don't have to check for ammunition. They don't have to be rolled for. It's just the Necronomicon. So let's get that. It's here. Now, the good thing is, we got, because we increased courage, she gets another +1. So instead of rolling 8 dice, we're rolling 9 dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we need 2 successes. Come on. And we've got loads of successes there. So that is absolutely fandabulous. Oh, we've got 6. We'll use that. And that means that Jack's Evermorning doesn't go mental and start attacking us. And we keep the Necronomicon. Put that back on Heidi. This is looking very good. So we've done that. We've done our upkeep, apart from, do we get something on this tile? We've still got a roll. A 6. Just always roll your 6s, man. That has happened so much. In fact, I'm going to prove to you all that this isn't a loaded dice. There you go, a 2. So, that's happened so often in the past couple of days, I thought I had to prove that. So there you go. It rolled a 2. But always re-roll your 6s, kids. Catweazle tells you, re-roll 6s. Okay. That's upkeep done. Search. So we move them round by 1. So at least we'll be able to have a search next turn. So it'd be a lot better than it has been this turn. If we've got a dead action, we can at least search because we're back on green. They are all back on green. That is that done. Now we've got the fun bit. Comet track goes up by 1. Oh yes. Here we go. We move up to 6 on the comet track. Dun dun dun. What happens? There is a great rumbling. A horrible gust of fetid air blows like a torrent through the tomb, which trembles as dust falls from every crack in the walls and the ceiling. A tremendous voice echoes through the halls. I have lived for thousands of years, and I shall live for thousands more. So we place Azul'Ahamet on level 3 room tile, furthest from the Mongols' hall. We may as well stick him on this one. But let's get him out and have a look. So here he is. He's mean. So boss, Azul'Ahamet, the Pharaoh with the blue eyes. So, yeah, if you roll a 1 against him, Mummy's Curse, Curse of the Tomb. He can move 4, 7 courage hit, 13 attack. He's got like 3 armour, 33 health, 2 to evade him, but you get 17 soul shards. Amazing. Right, he plops in there, and he's going to start moving through. As I said, he ignores. Even though the lesser monsters can't come up from level 3, he can. He's just going to zoom up. So we've got to get ready, baby. We've got to kill this guy. We've got to kill that one. Then we've got to get ready here to fight him off. And it may take us a couple of turns to fight him. We do have, however, all those special artefacts that James has got. So we will knock back quite a lot of his sort of attack and his health and stuff like that. I think they do really nobble him. Let's have a look. So we've got the Ruby Scarab. So it gives us +2 Mythos, but we can get +2 health at upkeep. So that's good. We haven't had to use that. We could have used it, but we haven't lost any health yet because we've been pretty on the ball. And we got that Sagittarius bow, which is a beast. So, but if we start losing health, we can use this. We've got the Staff of Ra. Now we've kept this behind. It's a knowledge weapon. So perhaps we should have kept it with... yes. Perhaps we should have kept this with Heidi. Mind you, she never had it, did she? Perhaps we can swap it over. You get +5 to your attack. Remember, she's got the circlet. So she could have an attack of about 20 or something. Yeah, we're going to have to give her this back. If we exhaust it, if we spin it, we get +10 attack versus undead and horror creatures. He's undead. And obviously when you've used the card 3 times, you've got to discard it, but it's just giving us so many dice that I think we'll have to give all these, in fact, to Heidi rather than James. What does the Cowl of Anubis do? It's armour. So that gives her +2 armour. So when you take damage, reduce that damage by 1 to a minimum of 1. Yeah, we might have to give all of these back to Heidi. She might actually be the best for fighting the... Yeah, if she fights him, these two guys can sort of help her. He should have... James has got enough soul shards to buy that other healing potion. What was it? The health broth or something. So if we've got the panacea and that sort of health soup or whatever it was called, we should be able to sort of keep her alive long enough. So yes, let's do that. Yeah, we'll swap those back across, but first of all we'll kill these. Right, excellent. So we're in with a good chance, I reckon. That is it for this. We can discard that. We can put this lot back. Yes, we were a lot luckier with monsters this time. We got lucky because obviously it lost 10 health, this guy coming across, because we left that trap. So that was a really good move in the early game. Kill that. Kill this. Azul has got 1, 2, 3, 4. The furthest he can get is here next turn, so he can't attack us. So that's good. But we will get another tomb phase, and we may get other monsters, you know, spawning here. So it's good. We've got Chris and we've got James. They'll have to, you know, help out and kill these monsters while Heidi is dealing with Raz. I really didn't think Heidi would be doing it, but that rod, it does work off knowledge. She's got the best knowledge, and knowledge is on 9 or something at the moment. So let's get her to do it. So, but she'll lose, won't she? Yeah, we'll lose a shed load of... we're going to lose a shed load of courage, unfortunately. I might have a look in the Soulmonger deck to see if there's something that stops you losing courage. I don't think there is. But, oh, we'll think of something. Right, anyway, I've been wittering on. It would have been a nice, really quick turn. If you hadn't wittered on, it's probably gone well over 30 minutes now. So, let's finish it here. We are getting ready for the big showdown, people. Azul is on his way. We've got the silverback gorilla. We've got various dib-dobs that we've got to get rid of. And it's going to be a big showdown shortly. So I hope you will join me for that. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the views. Thanks for all the likes. And thanks you for all the subscriptions. It's been great. Thank you very much. Thanks for all the help and support. And as always, if you've noticed an error, please let me know and I will try and fix it. However... I'm hoping to sort of quickly do this, so hopefully I'll get it out of the way in the next couple of days, so you'll have to be quick with any of those errors, so I might have to scoot across them if you don't get to me in time. I did mention yesterday that I might have a bit of, what was it, a vote on the next game. The vote is going to be delayed because I've decided I'm playing Arkham Horror. I just fancy playing Arkham Horror again, so I'm going to play that. As you know, I haven't played a lot of games in the last month, 6 weeks or so, and I just fancy another game of Arkham Horror, so I'm going to do that. It's going to be very similar to my Eldritch Horror playthroughs. I'm going to invite people along to actually play a couple of the investigators. So anybody out there who's watching, who wants to join in, pop across the tube tables. There's a thread there, just put your name in if you fancy it, and we'll see what we can do. So that's it. Next playthrough, Arkham Horror. It's going to be scenario 9 in Kung Fro's list of introductory scenarios. I think it's the Doom that came to Arkham. We're against Bockrug. So, and we're also using 2 of the sideboards. We're using Kingsport and Innsmouth. So there you go. We will probably use 6 investigators. So there's plenty of room for people to join in should they wish. Right, as I said, wittering on. Let's get on with it. So thanks for watching. I've done all that. So thank you to everybody who's been across the board game links to upvote the site, and thank you to everybody on BGG who's liked the threads, thumbed up the videos, or made a comment. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you next time for turn 8 of Secrets of the Lost Tomb, and the Pharaoh with the blue eyes is there and he's coming. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.